Hello, everyone. It's your Zydeco lady Lola Love with the Zydeco Historical and Preservation Society. I'm here with Mr. Rod Sias, also founder of the Zydeco Historical and Preservation Society, Zydeco Online, the Zydeco Workout, among other organizations. Rod, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Lola Love, Miss Zydeco lady.
Thank you
How are
for
you
joining
doing?
me. I'm doing good.
Good.
Um, Today, since it is Clifton Chenier's birth, we want to celebrate him. We want to honor him. Let's talk a little bit about Clifton Chenier and connect him with the ZHPS. How is he connected to the Zydeco Historical and Preservation Society?
Okay, well, we all know, let's start where we all know. Clifton Chenier is the undisputed king of Zydeco music. There is no Zydeco in its modern form without Clifton Chenier's contributions. And June 25th, 2025 will mark the 100th centennial birth of Clifton Chenier, and we're kicking it out. We've been planning for a few years, and we're kicking it off actually today, officially. And there's going to be a series of things that we're going to be doing as a Zydeco Historical. We're leading the charge as the Zydeco Historical and Preservation Society. But Clifton Chenier, he is he's a family member. My grandmother and Clifton Chenier were first cousins. And so I'm part of that Chenier family and that Chenier legacy. And, I understand how great it is. Um, I know it's CJ is, we're cousins. We speak regularly. And he has been instrumental in carrying on the legacy of his father and champion his legacy. We had the opportunity, you and I had the opportunity to actually uh, be invited to the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award with CJ Chenier, and we witnessed that personally.
Yes.
Uh, Him receive a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Well, I sat right alongside the Isley Brothers, along with yourself, but he was inducted into that class with the Beatles, the Isley Brothers, Chris Christopherson, the electronic music pioneers, Kraftwerk, Maud Powell, Armando Manzel.
Yes.
Yes, and he's a heavy hitter, and it's funny because all of those people knew him and they highly respected him. So we're going to kick off the Clifton Chenier Centennial. We're having a series of fundraisers,
Mhm.
uh, and the fundraiser is going to be for the to build a centennial, raise money to build a statue of Clifton Chenier, but it's also going to be to retying it to the restoration of Sims Waikiki, which
That's
is
good.
one of the places that Cliff played. And Sims Waikiki is one of the last surviving Zydeco dance halls. It's iconic. It's mentioned in all of Zydeco music. So we're going to have a fundraiser on July 23rd at Arpeggios in Opelousas. And the headline is going to be CJ Chenier,
Yes.
uh, Nathan Williams, and Zydeco Cha-Chas. We're going to be have music with RJ and Zydeco Smooth, uh, uh, Lil Jeff Butte, Corey Ledette, and a few others.
Well, I'm
And
really excited about that. Again, it's in Opelousas, Louisiana at Arpeggios.
right,
I look forward to being there. This is going to be pretty amazing. Again, it's the kickoff celebration for the Clifton Chenier Centennial. The Centennial celebration takes place in the year 2025, in June 25, 2025. Again, Centennial. That means 100 years of Clifton Chenier.
right.
A big deal.
It is a big deal, and it's one of the things that we have to. I've always said that if we don't celebrate our, the people who have paved the way for us and preserve our historical sites, then our culture is truly going to be lost. And this is an opportunity. The fundraisers, this is a fundraiser to raise a statue, a fundraiser to um, pay for a statue of Clifton Chenier, which is going to be located, but it's also with the Slims Waikiki Restoration. Uh, for people that don't know, the building has fallen into disrepair, and we have been working with the family to get the building back to its original state and protect the building. And there's going to be some development there. So it's going to be it's a worthy cause.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We're going to have things that we're going to announce on how you can help. We're going to have commemorative shirts that people can support. If you buy a shirt, 100% of the proceeds are going to go to this worthy cause, Clifton Chenier and Slim's Waikiki. We're going to have commemorative pins, and we're going to have a postcard campaign because we're working on getting Clifton Chenier his recognized as a commemorative stamp with the U.S. Postal Service. So we're going to need everybody's help in basically letting the U.S. Postal Service know that we need to have a Clifton Chenier commemorative stamp. It takes about the process, it takes about a year. And so we're kicking that campaign off live now. Um, and you should be seeing some upcoming postcards and things that you can do to help in the next week or so.
Yes, so thank you very much for that. So there's lots of events taking place leading to the Clifton Chenier Centennial. Again, the kickoff celebration, which starts off on July 23rd at Arpeggios in Opelousas, Louisiana. And for those who would like to make a contribution, they can go either to the GoFundMe page, which has been established. Just check it out, look it up under Clifton Chenier, or visit us at zydecoevents.com. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where you can find out more information about the events leading to the Clifton Chenier Centennial Celebration. Would you like to say anything else? Is there anything else that you'd like to mention?
Well, I just want to mention that this is a great legacy. Zydeco music started. It was a dying culture, and then the Treasures of Opelousas in 1981 uh, organized and started the first Zydeco Festival in Plaisance, Louisiana. And from there, the culture was revived, and Clifton Chenier was a part of that because he was one of the first Zydeco musicians to play at that festival. And you will see some of the iconic film of him actually crying on stage. Um, so it's an opportunity for us to honor one of our great ones, and also preserve the legacy of Slim's Waikiki uh, for future generations. So I'm looking forward, again, July 23rd at Arpeggios, uh,
Yes.
at 6 o'clock. It's
Yes.
CJ Chenier, Nathan Williams and the Zydeco Cha-Chas, RJ and Zydeco Smooth, Corey Ledette, his Zydeco band, and Lil Jeff Butte, and
Awesome.
possibly a few more.
Yes.
So come with your heart open, ready to dance, and a few dollars to contribute.
Now, you mentioned the Treasures of Opelousas, so I can't let you leave without making that connection. How are you affiliated with the Treasures of Opelousas?
Okay, well, my parents were my dad in particular, he was one of the founding members of the Treasures of Opelousas, and so I'm pretty close to the history. I watched my parents work with that organization for over 13 years until it was disbanded. Uh, and the Zydeco Historical Preservation Society, many of our members are actually the children of the original treasures of Opelousas. So we are continuing that legacy of actually working for the culture, preserving irreplaceable facts, artifacts. As a matter of fact, I remember my dad's an artist, James Sias, and he and Miss Sonia Januso, that iconic logo of the Zydeco man with the accordion, that was actually my dad and Miss Januso working on that for a number of years, improving it. And because we're the Zydeco Historical and Preservation Society, we were able to preserve some of those original sketches. So there's a bigger plan to actually preserve our music and culture. Hopefully, once we get Clifton Chenier recognized and that statue up and Slim's okay, we'll be working on that National Zydeco Museum. So there's a lot of big plans, and everybody, you can help. Everyone in the Zydeco Nation can help by making a contribution. And so just stay connected to ZydecoEvents.com. Zydeco Workout featuring the Zydeco lady Lola Love, who's been on the air 20 something years. giving us that great Zydeco music, and it's been a wonderful journey. And Zydeco Online and Zydeco events. I want to recognize Mr. Joe Norman for creating that legacy. And then when he retired, he put it in our hands, and we're going to continue it.
Absolutely. So for folks that are just joining us, just want to mention that the Clifton Chenier Centennial Celebration is coming up in the year 2025, and we are hosting a series of fundraisers leading to that celebration. And July 23rd is the kickoff celebration in Opelousas, Louisiana, at the Arpeggios. And one of the things that we are working on in honoring Clifton Chenier is by constructing and placing a bronze statue for the late great king of Zydeco music. So that's one of the things that you mentioned and that we are fundraising for. But thank you so much for joining me, Rod, and talking a bit about your history, Slim's, Waikiki, Clifton Chenier Centennial, and it's always a pleasure to be here in supporting Zydeco music and Creole culture. I've been doing this, like you said, 20 plus years. We love what we do. We're going to keep doing.
That's right. We are the true believers, and Creole culture and Zydeco music is our culture. And so if we don't honor it and protect it and try to understand it, then that culture will be lost. And we're not going to allow that to happen. So again, thank you for taking the time to interview me and pulling me out of my schedule, because sometimes I put my head down and, I kind of like need to pick it up and talk to some people.
All right. Well, I will see you soon. I will see you at Arpeggios, July 23rd.
Thank you.
Thank you.